I'm sure you have all been to conferences and events that look like this. Before you go into the room, they will feed you nice things, maybe even give you something to drink. So they put us all in this room. Okay, we'll go in, we'll sit down. They dim the light, and they put someone on stage going, yum, 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 yum. What happened? I'm out. Do we want this at our conferences? We want things to change. It's such a waste of money and time, huh? Imagine we flew in, everybody, and we got there with this lovely food and we just fell asleep or did something else. Why would you want people to do that? Why don't we focus on the content of the conference, on the participants, on how they can actually grow, learn, be inspired? We want something to happen when people meet. And you know, when people meet, the most amazing things will happen. So let me take you to Meetovation. These principles that Meetovation is based on. The first thing you have to do is to set clear objectives. In the meetings and events industry, we evaluate the wrong things because we don't know what our objectives are. So we would evaluate after a meeting like this, ordinary way. How's the food? How's the room? How's the speaker? I'm sorry, I'm making fun of you. I do that myself. But if we are meeting professionals, we should know stuff like that. So we should rather evaluate, okay, what did I gain from this conference? What is the new things that I learned? Who are the new people that I will have as new contacts? How will I use this in my future work life? Stuff like that. That is what we should evaluate. It's a little bit more difficult, but it's going to make a difference also on the return on investment. Because when you set your clear objectives, then you also know, okay, did we meet the objectives? And do we actually have a good return on investment? This setting is a little bit different than you normally have, is that right? Yeah. So if you want to move a little bit around, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, maybe I will move you around anyway, who knows? The next principle is responsible thinking. It's also about how do you serve water? Is it in bottles or in mugs? Do we use lots of paper? How about the food? Is the food good brain food? Or is it sugary foods? Responsible thinking is also CSR projects. The next one is local inspiration. So how do we know where we are? A lot of the times we don't know what country we're in. We have 4 walls. It could be Barcelona, New York, Minneapolis, Copenhagen, whatever. Put in some local flavor of like things, decorations, or put in a local speaker. So the last one here is my favorite one, the active involvement. How do we actively involve our people so they actually do something afterwards? And a lot of the times where we do conferences, we have this setting. Blah, 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 and you are, okay. Oh no, well, someone did answer a little bit back, so blah, blah. That's okay. Maybe 2 or 3 did. But what I would love to see is this. Lots of blah, blah. We can do it many, many different ways. We can have big technology-driven solutions to do this, which is wonderful because then we can have everything captured. But we could also do what we're doing today. And we have also here pieces of paper, so make sure you all have one piece of paper because you're going to use it in a minute. And you have to balance it. It can't be too much, then people get tired of you. Do you know speakers that do that? How many of you have kids? How many of you have been a kid? How many? It's like... Whoa! Oh! Thank you.